6 equals x plus 7. So look at the side with the variable. How do you solve? What do you do to solve for x? How do you undo what's on this side?
Now you solve what's in this side. Well, for example, you should be able to just subtract
So, okay, what are you going to subtract?
by 6. 6 on both sides.
Okay, let's subtract 6 from both sides. Let's do that
That's
here.
1.
Okay, so 0 equals x plus 1. So
Yeah.
now what have we solved for x? Is x by itself?
X by itself. Yeah.
No, it's got a
But
plus 1
but
here.
okay, and now what you need to do is that you should be able to like make it equal 1.
How do you undo plus 1?
Subtract 1.
Okay, so why wouldn't you come back to the original here? Why wouldn't you subtract 7?
Why would you subtract 7? Because you
You
can
should
because
you have to. You have to undo from the side with the variable.
okay.
What is 6 minus 7? 6 minus 7.
-1.
-1 equals x. All right, let's try another one here. X plus 3 equals 5.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. For now, what you need to do is subtract both sides by 5.
But you have to look at the side with the variables, Harish. The side with the
Yeah,
variable.
it's a plus, so you have to subtract.
What do you subtract from both sides?
What do you subtract by both sides? You have to subtract both sides by 3, for example.
Why 3? Why are you subtracting by 3?
Because 3 has an addition right there, so it needs to be in the
And,
negative.
and, and it's on the side with the variable. You have to work on the side with the variable.
Yeah, side you have to work on the side of the variable.
Okay, let's try another one here.
Okay.
Okay. Are we looking at the left side or the right side to solve?
Left side or the right side is all. We're solving on the you remember the right side.
Okay, so how do you
You have to
undo this
add.
number? What do you add to
Add
both
by the
sides?
side of the variable.
What are you gonna add? Give me the number that you're adding.
2.
Plus 2, plus 2. All right. What is -4 plus 2?
-2.
Yes. All right, now I'm gonna give you two problems to solve on your own here. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and solve these and give me your final answers.
Okay.
You have answers for me, Sourish.
Yeah, I'm getting to that.
So we're gonna start doing timed
That's what I
problems.
got. So for the first one is 0, the second one is 7.
So this is your answer to the first one, and this is your answer to the second one. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, this one's correct. This one is not correct. So on the right-hand side here, let's take a look at this. X plus 5 equal 2. You're subtracting 5 from both sides. 2 minus 5 is -3. All right, so I'm gonna give you 2 more problems to try.
But I was saying that it equals 7. You did not even know?
Well, that's not the correct answer.
But I just checked
7
it on the
plus,
calculator.
yeah, well, you can use whatever you want, but it's not correct. 7 plus 5 is 12, not 2.
Okay.
All right, so here's 2 new problems for you to try.
Okay.
All right, go ahead and work those out, please. And I'm going to give you 2 minutes to do these problems. Shouldn't take you more than 2 minutes.
Okay. Number 1 is -7. Number 2 is 2.
Like this, are these your answers?
Yeah.
All right, this is correct. And this one is also correct. Good.
Yeah.
So we talked last time about 2-step equations, or we started to get into those. We talked about adding and then dividing, I believe. Add, then divide. Okay, so for example, let's say it's a 2x minus 1 equals 15. If we look at the side with the variable, what are we going to add, Sourish? What would we add?
What will we add?
Yes.
We have to add, we have to add -1 because it's a variable right there.
So you're going to add -1 like that. Is that what you mean?
No, add 1, just normal 1.
That's right. You're going to add 1. Add 1 to
Yeah.
both sides. What is 15 plus 1?
15 plus 1, that's 16.
Okay. And then the next thing you always do is divide. So what do you
That's
divide
gonna
both
be
sides?
8.
What do you divide by? If the answer is 8, but what do you divide by?
Two.
So x equals 8.
Okay. Let me just let me just, okay. So yeah, this is what this two-step equation looks like.
That's one example. I'd recommend writing this one down.
Okay. Okay. I'm taking geometry, algebra 2 in a junior year.
Yeah, that's what most students are taking. Um,
Okay, there. There we go.
So we're always going to add and then divide, okay? But the variable could be on the other side here. It could be like minus 13 equals 4. What did I say here? We're going to subtract 5, for example. Okay. So we're always going to add and then divide. So we're looking at the side with the variable. Variable's on the right side. Do you see that? Sourish?
Yeah.
Okay. What number are we going to add?
Or are we going to add?
Yes.
We're going to be adding, first of all, we have to add 5.
Add 5 to both sides. Okay.
Yeah.
So -8 equals 4x. And then what do you divide?
Do you divide?
Yes. Look at the side with the variable. What do you divide?
Divide both sides by 4.
Yes. So what is the result?
-2.
Very good. Go ahead and get this example down in your notes, please.
Okay. Okay. All right. Hello?
Hi, Sourish. How are you?
Good.
Let me know when you got this down.
Yeah, that's very good for me. And yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to give you 2 problems to do on your own here. This is the first problem. Then I'm going to snip in a second problem here. And go ahead and work these out. I'll give you 3 minutes. 3 minutes to work on these. They take a little bit longer. Give you 3 minutes and let me know when you come up with the final answers.
Okay. 1 is -10 and 2 is -37.
So give me your answer. Answer the first one more time.
-10.
So you want to say z equals -10. That's how to properly present your answer. And what's for the second one? F equals?
-37. F equals -37.
F equals -37 like this. Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Okay. These are both incorrect. So let's take a look here. All right. So there's one on the left here. First, you're going to add 1 to both sides. What is -13 plus 1, Sourish?
-12.
-12 equals -3z. Now you divide both sides by -3. You divide by whatever number is in front of z, or whatever number is in front of the variable. What is -12 divided by -3?
-12 divided by -3.
Yes.
Okay. -12 divided by -3. That's gonna be a negative. That's gonna be That's gonna be 4.
Z equals 4. Very good.
Yeah.
So you did something different. I would recommend writing this down in your notes. So go ahead and copy that down and let me know when you've done that.
Okay. Okay.
Got that one down?
Yeah.
All right. So let's take a look at the other one. Again, I'm not sure what happened, but that's okay. Hopefully getting some examples in your notes will help here. So for the second one, you're looking at the side with the variable. So you're first going to add 5 to both sides. Okay. -29 plus 5 is -24.
Mhm.
All right. Now there's an 8 in front of the variable. So you divide by whatever number is in front of the variable. So F equals -3.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
All right. Did you get this one down? Because I'm going to give you 2 more problems to try, and you
Yeah.
need to do your best on these because they're not all that difficult. You just have to be able to add and then divide, add and then divide. Okay. Let me know when you're ready for those. You have this down in your notes.
Yeah. I do.
All right. So let's take a look here at your first problem. Your first problem here is this one. Again, you're going to add and then divide. And then let's look at, let's have you look at one more here. This one's good. All right, so take about 3 minutes and see if you can work these out, please.
Okay.
All right, 1 minute left, Sourish, 1 minute.
Okay, I'm figuring that out. Okay, one is 70 is 2 is 49.
So the first one, U equals,
Yeah,
what's your
70.
answer?
70.
I'm sorry, 70, okay, and then for the second one,
49.
like that? Yeah, these are
Hold on.
both wrong. These are both
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah. Huh?
So I'm gonna give you another attempt here.
What? I
Um,
got them correct.
These are not correct, Sourish. So did you actually write down what's in your notes here?
Yeah, I did. Like I
Okay,
did this same
okay,
problem out right here.
well, let's look. Did you add and then divide? Or
Add
did
and
you,
then
or did you just add?
I just only added.
Well, you have to do both. Did-
Oh, okay. Let me figure that. Let me do that
when
again.
you
Let me
start
figure that
driving,
out.
you have to put the car into drive, and then you
Okay,
have to
yeah.
push the gas. It doesn't just do
Yeah,
it
I'm
for
sorry
you.
about that. Let me
You have
figure
to
that out. Let
add
me
and then
figure that
divide.
out.
So I'm going to give you one more attempt here.
Let me figure that out. Okay. So yeah, one is 14 and 2 is 7.
Give me the answer to the first one.
14.
U equals 14. You have
Yeah,
to provide the variable. Give me the answer for the second one.
that's 7.
You have to say the variable, Sarish.
7. Okay. 7x.
Like this.
Yeah.
Okay, this is also wrong.
But,
You
but
have to
I,
write,
but I don't even know what that says, right there next to 7.
you have to write x equals 7. So we're gonna do 2 more until you give me the answer correct. You have to say the variable first. I've told you that now 4 times and
Well,
at
why,
some
but
point,
is that even important to be saying that?
yes, it is. Why do you think I would be emphasizing it?
Well, I just want to only write just the normal answer, not the equals.
Well, then it's just a number. I mean, it doesn't mean anything. You have to give it context.
The
Okay,
content.
context. Like you have to say, uh, what you're doing or what it's about. If I here, let me ask you a question. I'm going to ask you a question right here. Did you like it?
Did I like it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, but I don't know what you're referring to.
Do we have to write
Be
in
any-
complete sentences?
No, I'm saying that this is indefinite. I
Yeah.
have no idea what you're referring to. If
Yes, period.
but what are you responding to?
We're responding to a question.
But here's what I could mean.
Do you like,
Did you like the weather yesterday? That's
yes,
that. Okay. Or I could be saying, did you like getting your tonsils out? Do you see how they're very different?
yeah,
What does the it refer to? I don't know. So when you write a number, when you write 14, I don't know what 14 refers to, but when you say x equals 14, I know that it refers to the variable. You have to give the answer with the variable.
okay, okay.
All right, so let's try 2 more problems. These are a little bit easier. Okay, I'm going to give you 2 minutes, 2 minutes only. All right. I want the
Mhm.
answer as x equals. You have to say x equals. You can't just say the number.
Okay,
All right, 1 more minute.
okay.
All
All
right, I
right,
need some
number
answers
one, and
here.
I got, number 1 is -3, number 2 is -7.
Like this.
It's x equals -3,
Okay, and how about the other
and
one?
x equals -7.
All right, those are both correct. Thank you. All right, so we're going to move to some SAT prep for the last little bit of our lesson here. So the nice thing about these, Sourish, is you don't have to show any work. You just have to give me the correct answer. And if you get the correct answer, you you will always find it in this list. So you don't have to, if you solve it or try the answers, it will always be here. So take a look at this. This is like ones we've been doing.
Okay. It's B.
It is B. Very good.
Mhm.
You notice that's very similar to what we've been doing.
Yeah,
That's great. Here's another problem for you to solve. Again, you don't need to show any work. You just need to give me the correct answer.
okay. -11, B.
All
Mhm.
right. Now, are you trying the answers or are you solving the question?
Solving the question.
Oh, that's good. And you can use the answers if you want.
Yeah,
So
okay.
keep that in mind. It's totally up to you. All right. Another problem here.
Okay.
Sourish, I need an answer on this.
Yeah, I'm getting onto that. I'm getting onto that. It's B. Again.
Okay, this one is definitely B. Good. All right, now I want you to try the answers for the next question, okay? I don't want you to try solving it. I want you to use the answers. Can you do that for me?
Okay, try the answers.
Yeah, it'll work better for you on this problem.
Okay.
Have you tried the first answer, Sourish?
Yeah, I'm trying the first answer. That right there is it's B.
Okay, and you put that in. So 5 times 1 minus 3 equals 10 times 1 plus 5. You're saying this is
Yeah.
true?
Yeah,
Okay, what is 1 minus 3?
that's -2.
Okay, and what is 5 times -2?
That is -10.
Okay, and how about on the right here? What is 10 times 1?
1 is 10.
Okay, plus 5, these are not the same. So did you try A?
Right, A? Yeah, but it's not even the correct answer.
Okay,
Yeah. It's C.
let's try that again. 5 times 5 minus 3
Yeah,
equals
that's
10
gonna be
times
15.
5
That's gonna be
plus
15,
5.
but you should subtract.
What's 5 minus 3?
5 minus 3, that is 2.
What is 5 times 2?
5 times 2. Yeah, 5 times 2 is 10.
Okay, but on the right here, what's 10 times 5?
10 times 5 is 50.
That's right, 50. And 50 plus 5 is 55. So you correctly have given me 2 wrong answers. So why don't you try A, Sourish, and see if you can get the right answer.
It's D. It's D.
It is not D. You're just giving me the answers that you don't want to try. So, all right, we're going to go ahead and stop here for today.
Okay.